So Boosie has some controversial words about Diddy's friends and where they at in this whole situation, right?
I'm just saying, though, all them friends he used to have all these years, these athletes, these entertainers, entrepreneurs, putting their glasses up with him, toasting, listening to his speeches.
They probably knew, bro. They probably knew. But now that hit the fan, ain't nobody trying to say nothing for these niggas, bro.
But if you're a friend, you're a friend, G.
Yeah, thanks.
A friend, you're a friend. It's still allegations.
Until the facts come out.
But a friend is a friend. A friend is a friend. A friend with you right or what? Or wrong. You still hug your friend. Even if you knew what was going on, a friend is a friend.
So that was 50 chiming in saying they ain't saying that because they didn't know he was recording everything, which that blew my mind too. I didn't know that it's speculation that he had cameras in all these rooms of these freak offs, so that as people did things or whatever, now he got something on you. You know what I'm saying? Now it gives some context as to why people would wait so long to come out with allegations, because I always had a problem with that. Like, why would you wait so long to come out with allegations? But you would think if you did want to come out with some allegations, now he's like, oh, I got this tape of you doing this, that, and the other after I dropped that ecstasy in your drink or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So this would explain why people would wait. So, of course, your so-called friends won't be speaking up right now because you was, in essence, blackmailing them if they did something at your party. You dig what I'm saying? That they didn't want to get out. But as far as being a friend, no matter what, listen, as long as it's allegations, you're supposed to ride with your friend. You're supposed to be like, oh, I don't believe they'll do this and this, that, and another. I'm riding with my friend. But when it comes to when he said that, hey, even if they did it or not, and you knew or not, you're supposed to ride with your friend. It's dicey on that, though. Because it's cool when that friend of yours is spraying up the whole hood. If he got a hair trigger temper and he killing everybody in the hood for no reason, and you like, oh, that's still my friend. I know he did wrong, but that's still my friend and we still love him. You know how y'all do, wearing the free such and such t-shirts and all that, knowing he even killed everybody in the hood. But what about if it's your brother that he killed? What about if it's your mama house that he sprayed up? You know what I'm saying? And they're supposed to be your friend. Would you still feel like, oh, I need to ride with my friend through this? Because we all have that compassion, especially in the hood, have that compassion until it's them people shooting at you. You know what I'm saying? When they shooting at your family, then it get different. But let's continue with what Boosie had to say.
I ain't never seen so many black people happy for a downfall. Y'all get out my... I don't want to hear no Diddy on my live. You gon' Diddy people live. His son finna go live, they say. Go on his son live. Don't come on my live with no Diddy.
Yeah, man. Hey.
They gon' go with that line for the rest of...
Bro, I hate when people I know send me memes about you like I'm not right here or I don't know what's going on.
Boy, they on that P. Diddy line on White Man out.
Come on, fool.
Every time I go in my comments, number laughing emojis.
So you hooked up with P. Diddy, huh?
Talk about Boosie.
How about?
Boosie, you gotta do a remix and change it. I ain't never seen so many black people happy for a downfall. Man, I don't see no white people in my comments doing that.
Well, of course, the white folks ain't going to be in the comments. They're going to be at the SWAT raid. You know what I'm saying? Gathering information, kicking in his doors. They're going to be on CNN and whatever other news outlet giving you constant update so that they can demote Diddy's status from billionaire to millionaire to thousandaire if they can. So white folks is actively involved in this too. It's just black folk in the power structure of the world. We ain't too much running nothing. So yeah, I guess where we gonna thrive is in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But we've been taught by white folks to crabs in a bucket mentality as well. Don't let one get above each other. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta admit though, everybody ain't just all the time ain't out to get you. And I'm like some of this you doing to yourself, Diddy. Like I'm a strong proponent in a prove your case from people want to bring up allegations from 20 years ago and all that. Like, you got to prove your case. You can't just say something and have everybody just believe it just because you say it. Come with proof. But Diddy is constantly showing up in these videos with Justin Bieber and Usher, the Flavor Camp, and all of this Nickelodeon videos with him and kids. And you doing this to yourself, bro. You are proving the case for you. And it's too much weirdness that's adding up to just be like everybody is lying. And now that you blackmailing people, they confirmed that they found tapes of people in precarious situations in his house. What do you want people to do with it? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen so many black people happy for downfall. I don't hear none of them that did it toasting with that champagne every year, having speeches with me. Ain't nobody speak up for this man or nothing. When you're on top of the world, it's a celebration. When you're on the bottom, it's a denilation. Make it make sense, though, bro. Like, come on, man. All y'all had them champagne glasses over with them suits on for all these brunches and all these. Nobody got nothing nice to say. All these colleges got millions from this man. Ain't nobody got nothing nice to say. That's why you ain't gonna see too many on me who was around me before I went to jail. You don't see too many around me. Cause me like Diddy people.
Oh, look, I really understand where Boosie is coming from, because some people be rooting for others' downfall so much that it's a sad thing that happens in the black community that we do. And we got to admit to that. But I don't think that's always the situation. First, like we say in this situation, for Diddy to be recording all over his house and not tell people, then that tells you you're not his real friend in the first place. Because for one, you wouldn't have been at his house drinking a spiked drink, for one. And then also, he would have, if you were his real friend, he would have gave you some type of head up to let you know, hey, it's recordings going on. You know what I'm saying? So people feel like they ain't friends with Diddy off the rip because of that. So they gonna get blackmailed if they was in there doing something they had no business doing, right? And then it's also a thing where it's like, it's so many weird videos popping up. Like the Justin Bieber video, had a skit where he was on Nickelodeon. The Usher thing with the Flavor Camp. It's these weird videos keep popping up, and besides all the gay stuff, right? Besides all the gay stuff that keep popping up, okay, we know that part of Diddy's repertoire, right? But it wouldn't say in those situations, it wouldn't necessarily be proof that he was doing something illegal or not. But when it comes to the Justin Bieber was 15 and Usher was 13 when he went to live with Diddy. Comes to situations like that. Now you got to be like, okay, let's dig deeper into this. And then people that's around you, if they are your friends, and these videos keep popping up and getting revisited, this ain't the time for you to really be like standing strong and proud and announcing that you riding with Diddy. Now you can handle it however you want to handle it, but sometimes if you're wrong, you're wrong. We all know our homeboys, certain people we know. You might have a homeboy from the hood that got a hair trigger temper and a trigger finger to go along with it. And if he around the hood spraying up people's parties, because somebody stepped on his shoe, that ain't the time for you to really be riding with him like, oh, that's my friend and I'm going to stand with him. No, you kind of just have to let that play out, man. And quietly go off into the distance and be like, man, I'm here for you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You might show up at some court dates with your people or whatever, but however you want to handle it, but it don't mean that you're going to necessarily be able to stand up and be like, oh, I want to ride with this person through this. Like, if they wrong, man, because you wouldn't necessarily want to ride with it through them. Like I said earlier in the video, you wouldn't want to ride it out with them if it had been your family that had got shut up. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of this is Diddy doing this to himself, but all of this stuff is still allegations at this point. And you have to see how it's going to pan out, but we don't know what's true and what's not true and what's allegations and what's not allegations. But it's a lot of weirdness popping up around this case. And I don't know, Boosie, you can't just expect people to just jump up and ride with Diddy through this, especially if he turns out to be the villain in this, you know? But we're going to have to wait and see how it play out. But this is your boy P. Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.